Hey guys, how are you? Big Rob here, coming at you with a quick, kind of brief JAD Flight Caves guide. So basically, as you see here, I'm running southwest to the back corner here, praying mage. Since depending on your donor level, it's going to depend on the wave that you spawn on. So basically, as you can see, I'm running a little rock over here, and this rock is basically where I make all my money. Like, this is where you sit the whole time. You really use a lot of food. You can do this in any gear. The first time I killed Jad, I used black D'hide and a rune crossbow. It was like the first day I started. So if you're looking for like an effective way, or you're new to the server and you're trying to figure out how to get a fire cape without donating or voting for it, or doing PKing, as you can see, I'm highlighting the rock that you want to stand. And this is basically just going to be a couple different clips of different waves. I'm not going to do every wave in this video. It's just going to be like little clips from the key waves and the places that you need to know, and like touching on a couple key factors that you might want to know while doing this. So as you can see here, I'm just basically walking through here. The gear setups, I prefer to use a blowpipe if you just want to do speed runs. Blowpipe is nice. As you see, my inventory is nothing but like 2 range potions, a couple super restores, and some mana rays. I'm just using Void because Void's pretty much, good for everything, especially this fight caves. So basically, you see here, I just prioritize the birds, and you can see the rangers in the back stacked behind the major. So basically, you just pray mage and go ahead and kill that major real fast, and he melts like butter with the blowpipe. And the ranger's not going to hit you as long as it's stacked behind there. So it's pretty simple. And then I'll get him. I don't know why. Yeah, so I switched to the ranger there, and then I'll run back to the rock, lure him with the little guys he brings with him back to the rock, and basically just work those guys down. So now I clicked another wave here. This is pretty sure just another wave. Like, I didn't really start. I just kind of did it like originally. I was just gonna do a couple of the waves, or like do them all like briefly. But as you can see here, I'm just doing like the first couple waves just to show you that the repetitive safe spot works over and over. As you can see, the major isn't hitting me at the moment. He's stuck in that safe spot. Just melt down all the little melee minions, and then you got the ranger over there doing his thing. Pretty sure he comes at me, but as long as I'm praying mage, I'm safe from the major. Just go ahead and prioritize him if he comes and aggroes onto you. Pretty easy because he'll do some damage to you. But really the only guy you have to actually worry about in this is probably the meleeer, which you'll see later on in the video. He does a lot of damage if you stand out there, because you're primarily going to be praying mage, and he will whack like 40s on you. So here we are again with our first meleeer. So as you can see, he's stacked behind the major. So the simple thing would be just to kill the major, bring him back into the safe spot. Now, when I get to this meleeer, he's kind of weird when it comes to safe spotting him, so I'll kind of explain it as I kill him and the different ways that you could reset him if he gets out of the safe spot, and etc, etc. So as you can see, he's not coming after me right now. So I'm gonna go aggro him, I'm gonna run back. So as you can see, I kind of hug the wall, and I kind of click like a few squares off the wall, just so he comes out enough to where I can hit him, and then just melt him down with a blowpipe. He's really not that big of a threat when he's in the safe spot. But when he's out in the open and he's just whacking you, it's pretty bad. As you can see, I'm doing it again here. Same safe spot, same thing. Now if he comes at you or gets out of that safe spot because you run too many squares over, you'll simply, if you can see the rock that I was standing on, the little lava pool right there behind me, if you just run him around the rock, he gets stuck on the other side. You'll see it later on in the video. I do have a little clip of me doing it because I messed up a safe spot. And if you can get him down, like, and actually trapped, it's super easy. You really have no worries, because he's the one that's going to actually do the damage to you, unless you let your prayer fall and the major starts whacking you. So here we go again, another meleeer, safe spotted. Let me just continue on with the wave. Basically the same thing over and over. It's pretty simple. See, I prioritize the bird because in real RuneScape they'll drain your prayer. I'm not sure if they drain your prayer on here. I really don't watch because it doesn't seem like I actually get my prayer drained at all that much. So and if you're using range, make sure you can turn on Eagle Eye, definitely speed up your actual fight cave attempt. As you can see here, my guy's running up, and because I'm standing too close to the wall. He's doing it again. You can see the melee hit me pretty good there. And so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run over one square, and then you see I messed up there. But we're back in it now. He's still in the safe spot. So where I'm clicking right there on the other side of that rock is where you'll run if, like, just completely hugging the wall. If he gets out of the safe spot, you'll simply just trap him on the other side of the wall and he can't hit you. You'll see me do it later on in the video, as I said before. So we're on wave 61 here, and pretty sure this is where I actually just go through all of them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I go through all of the like the last couple waves here, so you can watch how I do it, because these are pretty vital to the success of the actual fight cave itself. So here we are with 2 meleeers, right? So they come at me, running them into the safe spot right now. So obviously I messed up there again, and he's trapped in the safe spot there. And then as he dies, the other one moved right into the safe spot. So as you can see, I clicked him too early and ran down to him and got meleeed. He's butter, he's done. And then we run up and we kill the major. And Jad is on wave 63, so as you can see we're on 62 here, which I do believe is the double majors. So Jad generally is going to spawn right in the middle where everything else spawns, as you can see. So now that they're both attacking you, just go ahead and pot up, make sure your barrier's full because you don't have to mess with that when you're fighting Jad. If you have a blowpipe, you just have to worry about it. Go ahead and zoom your screen out a little bit so you have like a, you can see a lot. And before Jad spawns, it's going to give you a little message tonight, like it's just going to pop up right there. It'll be like, here comes Jad. So, if he stomps his feet, that is range. If he charges back and rears his head back, that's going to be mage. You'll see as I barrier swap in the fight. So, here comes Jad in just a few seconds. So there's Jad, right? First attacks, mage, why are you praying that? So basically just focus on Jad here. So he's stomping, that's range. So he's rearing his head back, that's mage. Stomping. It's that easy. And that's the fight. That's my brief guide of the fight caves. I will definitely be making another one soon, or I might revise the guide, I'm not sure. But stay tuned for the Inferno grind, guys. Thanks for watching.